was several questions, obviously, about McCain. Is the media ignoring him, or is it a love fest for Obama? Are we adequately covering these issues? And some people think maybe not enough of the negative about McCain, but what's happening with McCain?
I think with McCain, he really did get roasted over the Shiite-Sunni flub. I remember seeing on constant repeated loop on MSNBC, for sure, with Joe Lieberman stepping up to him and correcting him. He got roasted over that. That was not ignored. And when you read the stories now in the New York Times and the Washington Post, there's a narrative, and I'm sure in other publications, but those are the two that come to mind right now, there's a narrative that's starting to develop about John McCain, and that is what's wrong with him. He got Sunni Shiite wrong. Just this week, he confused Sudan and Somalia, I think, was the latest flub. There's this thing out here about the Obama campaign subtly raising questions about his age by saying he's confused, or I don't know if they said delusional, but you know those kinds of words. So McCain is getting the undue attention, or just attention, period, that the questioner thinks he's not getting. Now, a positive thing about McCain, for those of you who are thirsty for positive McCain information, the thing that I find most curious, and it's come up a lot in the press, and I think we're going to hear a lot more about it as the campaign goes along, it's very curious how most of the nation, an overwhelming majority of the nation, thinks we're going in the wrong direction. A majority of the nation thinks that the Democratic Party is the party with the ideas on the war, the economy, healthcare, climate change, you name it. The Democrats are expecting, and even some Republicans are expecting, the Democrats to rush into the Capitol after November with increased majorities. Yet John McCain and Barack Obama are this close to each other. Given those numbers, why is John McCain even in the running? And I think that's something that we on this panel are going to be looking at, and we'll be looking at as we go further, because there's something going on here. And I think for the supporters of Obama out there who just think that, oh, it's no big deal, he's got it in the bag, I would seriously urge you to pay attention to just why John McCain is so close to Barack Obama, given all the other positive news for Democrats.
So Emily, on McCain, he seems to get on these talk shows and be very comfortable, and he's very at ease on television. Media has been his ally up to now.
Up to a point.
Up to a point.
He's done The Daily Show 10 times and will not sit down with Stephen.
Okay. At the
up
same
to a point.
And then
He
going to
plays on a
Stephen,
certain level
and then Stephen has just done the.
Why do you think that
what
is?
distinction is he making?
because it's a different kind of interview. Because basically, people, I think, politicians have accommodated themselves to Jon Stewart's style, I think, and they can. They don't think he's going to poke too hard, and Stephen is like playing with fire, and they're just afraid of him.
Have you not invited him, or does he
no,
not
we invite
come
him
on?
constantly. Oh yeah, he just doesn't come up. He won't even do a scripted bit.
But let me ask you also about the savviness towards new media. The impression is, because McCain appeared before a green screen, that he was not very savvy in terms of using new media. Is there an element there that Obama has the new media covered and McCain is not? Or?
I think it's more profound than that. It's a huge generational shift. I mean, McCain doesn't use a computer, I've been told. Obama it's not that he's particularly tech savvy or an earlier adopter. It's that the people who support him they live on the internet. And as a result, Obama is the first candidate who's functioned as a sort of viral phenomenon on the web. You know, both with the videos going around YouTube, the way he's organized his campaign, the way he's used email. The campaign simply exists on the internet in a way the McCain campaign can't, because purely, I think, because of a generational shift around who the supporters are.
I mean, the questioners are right. There has been much more coverage of Obama than McCain. There's been more discussion of Obama than McCain at this table. But the answer is obvious. The Obama phenomenon is precisely that. A little-known African-American senator from Illinois runs from out of nowhere and is about to take the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. That is a fantastic story. And you can't write enough about it, and the public evidently can't absorb enough about it. So that right there is 80% of the reason, in my opinion, for an admitted imbalance.